right, we are rounding out the show just where we started. We started in the kitchen, we're ending in the kitchen, but at the end now we get to eat. So we are putting an Italian spin on pork loin with Chef James Bacon of Il Vinaio. Just an Italian name that means wine merchant, but not actually an Italian restaurant, although you do have Italian stuff there.
We do have some Italian influences, yes.
All right, so just got through, I just sort of beat up this pork loin.
So we start out with a 9-ounce pork loin, about 2 inches thick. We pound it down to about a 1/4 inch thick. Then we're going to season that up with some salt and pepper.
Okay.
Some fresh herbs. And then we're going to bread it and deep fry it.
Okay.
Or pan fry it.
So this is where the crispy name comes from.
This is where the crispy comes from. So I use tempura flour instead of just regular all-purpose flour. It has a little bit more sweetness to it.
Oh.
Has a different component to the flavor of the dish. So your basic breading procedures, flour, egg, and then breadcrumbs.
Okay, is this the panko?
This is the panko, the Japanese breadcrumbs, so they're a lot more lighter, crispier than your typical Italian breadcrumbs.
So we're doing the tempura flour and we're doing the panko.
Panko.
Okay.
So a little bit of that Asian inspired going on.
Right, but with an Italian spin.
Yes.
Asian inspired Italian spin for our pork loin.
Absolutely.
Perfect, I like the way you think. If it works, do it.
Mix it up a little bit, yeah, absolutely. So we get that nice and breaded. And then, like I said, we're going to just throw it into the deep fryer over here, a little pan fry.
And that's olive oil?
Olive oil.
Oh,
We
yum.
get that fried up. While that's frying up, we're going to make our orange caperberry sauce.
Okay.
So we're going to start off with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil again.
A whole lot
A
of
whole lot
garlic.
of garlic again. Garlic is delicious. And onions.
So you're putting a lot of these different flavors together. I've never even seen a caperberry. It looks like an olive to me.
It does look like an olive. That is the bud of the caper plant, blooms into beautiful little flowers.
Okay.
So we're going to throw a couple of those in there.
So is it just used for flavor? Are we going to eat those?
You
Can
eat those. They're absolutely fully edible. They have a nice pungent, bitter, semi-bitter flavor going on to them.
Okay.
Which is nice, which we contrast that with a little bit of orange juice. So we let that stir around. As soon as the onions and garlic get a little translucent, we're going to hit it with a little bit of orange juice.
So you guys, the name means wine merchant, so my guess is you have a lot of wine there?
Yeah, we have about 100 different bottles of wine that you can choose from.
And do you guys have happy hours, or what kind of specials do you guys typically have?
We do happy hour from 4 to 6, Tuesday through Sunday. We do brunches on Saturday and Sunday.
And did I hear something about a beer and donut pairing?
Yes, we just did that last month. It's our semi-annual month.
Is it a morning event, or is it an after-work event?
It's a mid-afternoon, after work. Start about 4 o'clock.
Now, how did you figure that beer and donuts go together is what I want to know.
Well, you take two great ideas and you push them together. Beer's delicious, donuts are delicious, so together it's harmony on a plate and it's delicious.
Wow. Well, I loved how you were thinking before. I really like how you're thinking now.
Yeah. So we take...
So what's the best beer with a glazed donut? Putting you on the spot.
You are. The best one was our... it's an epic ale from Utah. It's called Brainless on Peaches, infused with peaches. And we actually paired that off with a bubblegum glazed
oh my gosh. Even if you're making that up right now, I don't care.
Not at all, not at all.
Okay, so for timing purposes, we're going to add the tomatoes.
Add the
sort of
tomato
fast
and
forward
a little bit of chicken stock there, just to get that going together.
And this is what we're going to pour over it?
Yep, this goes right over the sauce.
Okay. And I know that the other side isn't done, so...
I do have one done in the oven here.
Perfect.
Ooh, that looks good.
That looks great. The one that I beat up is a little thinner, but that's all right. Well, let's go ahead and just plate that. There you go.
Absolutely. So we're going to take that risotto that we made a little earlier.
Stephanie, have you ever had a caperberry?
I don't think so. I've had capers in different dishes, but I like them.
Exactly.
You take the risotto.
Oh, gosh.
Is this okay to eat?
Absolutely.
People are going to be fighting over this. We're going to have all of the information on our website so that everybody can cook this if they'd like, or they can head on over to Il Vinaio out in Mesa. Have a great Monday, everybody. We're getting ready to eat.
That looks